Yes, so I'll be discussing about the portfolio management and the wealth planning. And so coming to the next slide, so the key point of this presentation will be the what is the portfolio management, then the examples of the portfolio management, then the what is wealth management, and then some examples of the wealth management, and the short synopsis of the portfolio and the wealth management. So, what is a wealth management? So, what is a portfolio management? Sorry, a portfolio is said to be a group of financial assets, including stock, commodities, bonds, cash equivalents, mutual funds, exchange traded funds, and more. And it look at the assets allocation and balancing the risk accordingly against the estimated performance. And the portfolio managers determine strengths, weaknesses, threats, and opportunities regarding the assets and their performance, makes an optimum choice so as to maximize the return from the pool of assets. It means that portfolio managers handles the portfolio of a client. And what does it portfolio means? Portfolio means the net, the total amount which has been invested. Say it might be invested in a stock, commodities, bonds, or cash, and and the portfolio managers will use it efficiently to maximize the profit and to reduce the risk. And that is uh, the fundamental work of the portfolio managers. So coming to the examples, as an investor has a fund of 1 lakh to start, and he intends to create a diversified portfolio to help leverage the higher returns and low risk matrix. What does it mean? Means कि a client is invested 1 lakh to invested in 1 lakh, and the portfolio managers has to maximize the profit so that it the risk can be reduced and high returns can be obtained. So how to do that? The portfolio managers will divide the 1 lakh rupees into different stocks, mutual funds, and government bonds accordingly, and this is the totally depend on the portfolio managers, and they are the expertise in investment, and they know where to invest and where not to invest. And the portfolio managers will distribute the fund across the different assets options like equity, mutual funds, real estate, fixed deposit, bonds, gold, and more. The bifurcation will be done by the portfolio manager to maximize the return while creating a basis for lower risk pattern. So coming to the what is wealth management? Wealth management is a broader term than the portfolio management, and look at the aspect of managing and enhancing the overall financial situation of the individual or an organization in a bid to help protect the financial wealth. And it means that financial wealth manager is a uh, in an organization bid to help and to protect the financial health of the organization. It might be in terms of portfolio, it might be in terms of other XYZ field, such as the aspect of managing and enhancing the overall financial situation. Second point, it comprises all financial aspects like day-to-day financial planning, accounting, tax planning, retirement planning, estate planning, and much more. Portfolio management is one of the set of services that are offered under the wealth management. Now, coming to the examples of wealth management, the individual seeks greater financial oversight and active management so as to mitigate the financial obligations and plan accordingly. And the wealth managers provide the holistic approach where a manager coordinates with the services so as to manage their money and plan accordingly so as to meet the present and futuristic financial needs and requirement posed by the clients. And wealth manager forms a designated plan so as to increase the client's wealth based on the financial situation, goals, and level of risk tolerance. You see, it has been a general one wide aspect a wealth manager does, whereas if you compare with the portfolio manager. So for the better understanding, I have made some differential points where it could have been much more easy to understand. Like the definition of portfolio manager is the managing a client's portfolio, and with wealth manager is managing the client's overall financial aspects. And his focus area of the portfolio manager is the investment options, and wealth manager is the financial planning. Next, coming to the point of functions, managing the assets like stocks, bonds, mutual fund, ETS, commodities, and more to yield higher returns. Whereas wealth management is the managing client tax planning, accounting planning, retirement planning, state planning, and more. Designated person, the portfolio managers and wealth managers' responsibility manage assets accordingly to yield high return while lowering the risk matrix. And wealth manager, they carrying out the fiduciary responsibility to maximize the client's benefit and manage the wealth accordingly. So I hope the concepts has been well discussed. So thanks for watching.